now what we're going to be looking at is the expansion states and expansion zones. Number one state right now that we're in is Florida, and we're also going to talk about Texas, but right now let's go in order. If there is a state that you would like to add, I would ask that you please send me an email, okay? So right now, we're looking at Florida, and as you know, Miami-Dade County, Broward, and Palm Beach are the number one and the strongest counties in the state of Florida. And this is, we're talking again about Ambetter, okay? So Ambetter will make a crucial expansion this year, and a lot of these blue ones, okay, so I want you to understand that the pink is where they're at right now, and the blue is where they're going to expand, okay? So a lot of blue, a lot of expansion counties, so that's really good. If you look at right here, if you look at Collier County and Lee County, those are only Florida blue counties, and they will now be Ambetter counties as well. All right, so right now what I want to talk about is stats. So I'm going to divide my screen. I hope you guys can see it just fine. So Florida, we see all the expansion counties, right? Now I want you to see on the right side the possibility of growth and the market size. If you see 2019 and compare it to 2020, you can see that the markets have grown, right? Every year, the market's always going to grow. Now, this year, the reason why we expect a huge growth is because, number one, the coronavirus unemployment information that we have found. We see that individuals have lost a lot of work and have dropped their income. And now the opportunities have been bigger, and we expect these numbers to touch 500,000 families this year getting insurance through the marketplace, okay? Marsha, are you seeing the data now or no? Discúlpeme que Marsha me mandó un mensaje. Okay, she did. She got it. Okay, so I apologize. So we expect the market size for 2021 to be near 500,000 families, okay? So I want you to understand that these stats on the right side are only marketplace stats. This is not for Ambetter. This is not, these stats are not for Ambetter. This is marketplace size through the marketplace, okay? And I want you to understand this chart that we have here and that we're looking at. This chart is telling you the numbers for 2019, the numbers for 2020, the county, the actual county, and what the actual state. Obviously, right now we're just looking at the state of Florida. The current, if you see current year, okay, if it says current, that's where they are right now. If you see 2021, that's where Ambetter will be expanding to, okay? That'll be a new marketplace for next year, 2021, okay? All right, so right before I leave the state of Florida, I do want to touch base on the fact that Comfort Insurance will be doing a co-op opportunity for marketing, whether it's telemarketing, whether it's Google Ads, Facebook, whatever it is that you guys are doing. When it comes to marketing, Comfort Insurance will be reimbursing a portion of that ad spend, and so you can go ahead and continue marketing and growing your business. All right, so keep in mind all these expansion counties and market size. It's really important. Feel free to either take a picture, but everyone in this meeting today will receive this email with the Excel, all the information, and will receive the PDF with all the expansion counties, okay? All right, let's go to Georgia. Let's go to Georgia here too. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the states that we're currently in. If you guys want to talk about a specific state or want to explore different states, please either send me an email or send me a chat right now so I can go ahead and talk about that state. But we're going to be talking about the states that we're currently in, which is about 20, but not in all 20 Ambetter conducts business. So we'll talk about the states in where we do conduct business. So in Georgia, the data is similar. Same thing, market has always grown every single year. You see that market size was 80,000, then it went to 85. And like I was saying, market size will grow this year because the United States, no matter anywhere you are in the United States, you were affected, or all states were affected by the coronavirus pandemic. So this market size will grow for every single county. And if there's a specific state that you want to take a look at, please let me know. Either send me an email or send me a message right now in the chat. All right, so we're seeing that the biggest counties right now is Gwinnett, DeKalb, Fulton, Cobb. Those are the biggest counties in the state of Georgia, and there will be, if you see the blue, there will be expansion counties. But like I was saying before, I suggest that you go ahead and market in the counties of growth, in the counties of size of at least about 10,000 families in size. Okay. All right. So, okay. So Illinois, Cook County is the biggest county, and that's where we conduct most of our business right now. And that is currently the biggest county for Ambetter in the state of Illinois. Now, there will be some big expansion. Ambetter is looking to expand themselves almost about 400%. So these numbers will grow big time. Is if you see right now, they're only in two counties, in Cook County and DuPage. So these two counties make up the full book of Ambetter. Now for next year, there will be some growth, but now you know that Will County is the county that you want to look into because you know it does have a nice market size. And then Lake County is another county that you want to look into because of the market size. And Ambetter is going to be new. Now, as for pricing, pricing is going to be available the last 2 weeks of October. So I can't tell you too much about pricing right now because it's not out yet. But pricing will be out before the end of October. All right. And you guys know that pricing is very, very, very affordable for these healthcare plans, and commission for next year will be high commission. So now what we're talking is right now, you know, the two biggest counties is Cook and DuPage. So make sure to concentrate on all the counties where there is possibility for growth, but don't leave behind Cook County and DuPage because those are the biggest ones. All right. So Kansas, yeah, it is an expansion state. If you see that right now in Johnson and Sedgwick is right now the two biggest counties for Ambetter, or the two biggest counties that have the biggest marketplace. Because remember, it's all about marketplace size. Okay, so it's really important that you take all this into consideration. Right now, yes, we are in Kansas, but if this is not a state for your concern, please, you know, listen to the information. But if there is a state that you would like to look into, just send me a message, like I said before. All right, look into the marketplace size and into the county. Now, this isn't a state for us that we concentrate on, so I'm not gonna dwell too much on this, but it is a really big expansion state. But the market size, if you look at it, is very, very small. Look at the market size; it's not the biggest. You know, there's, for example, in Wilson County, there's only 92 families or 80 families right now in Wilson County. I'm sorry, and Ambetter is looking to expand. Now, just because you see a lot of blue doesn't mean like a lot of numbers. So keep that in mind. Okay. Okay. So in North Carolina, the opportunity is big. We will see a lot of growth. The biggest counties right now is Wake County and Guilford for Ambetter. Okay, just because you see those the dots, the big dots, doesn't mean that that's the marketplace size. The biggest marketplace size right now is in Alamance, okay, in Alamance and in Alexander. That's where the biggest marketplace size is, and that's where we want to make sure to either market or expand. All right, so take down this information and make sure to review it because I will be sending it to everybody on this in this meeting today. Okay, so Ohio, nosotros estamos en Ohio. We are in Ohio. Let's talk about Ohio right now. All right, so right here. All right. So in Ohio, there will be some growth as well. What I do want you to see is that um, right now you can see that the marketplace size um, is growing because right now currently they're in Allen, but they will be adding a new county, which is Adams. Adams is the biggest county in the whole state. So, you know, there is a big opportunity in Ohio. All right, so make sure to take this information and advertise appropriately or market yourself appropriately. So let's talk about Pennsylvania. I don't want to talk about that too much because next year there will be a state-driven program. Um, we do business in Pennsylvania, but there will be a state program, just like Nevada and California and possibly New York. There will be state-driven programs. So don't want to spend too much time here, but I will be sending you the reports, so feel free to look at those numbers if you wish. South Carolina. All right, let's talk about South Carolina. Okay, so South Carolina, we see that in the biggest counties, that's where Ambetter will be expanding to. So that's something to look at. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. So let's do this way. Okay. So if you take a look at this chart and we look at South Carolina, we see that right now the current market size, or in all the counties with the biggest market size, that's where Ambetter is currently in. Okay, those are the markets that Ambetter is currently in. Now the growth potential, I wouldn't say that it would double. I would say that it would probably go up about, I don't know, a good 30% because of the market size. Look, for the years 2021, the market size in those counties isn't the biggest. Okay. So take all of that into consideration. I will be sending these reports. Feel free to look through it on your own. This is just my analysis. All right, Tennessee. So let's look at Tennessee because that is a state that we currently do business in. All right. So I'm going to do this so I don't have to do it one by one. Second, just bear with me a second. All right, so okay, so let's go per state and analyze the information. All right, Tennessee. not correct. All right, so I guess we'll have to do it one by one. Okay, so let's go into Tennessee. All right, so Tennessee is a county or a state that we doing a lot of business right now. So Tennessee, the opportunity is big. The market will be almost doubling. Now, the current market right now for Ambetter, yeah, it's in the high population counties, but it is expanding to a big portion of the state, and that's where it's making up most of the market size. If you look, if you take all these numbers, we add them up, we're talking about, if you look at right here, almost 92,000, give or take, in the expansion size. So take that in consideration. Tennessee is an opportunity. Okay, so Texas. Everyone's been waiting for this one. All right. So Texas is actually a big state for us. It's almost as big as the state of Florida. And I do recommend, if you guys don't have the Texas license or aren't doing any marketing in Texas, I do recommend it because it is a big market. It's a very big market. Now, it is divided into a lot of different counties, but in Texas, there will be a big amount of growth. If you look currently right now, Ambetter, yeah, it's in the biggest counties, but it will be added to a lot of small counties, and Texas is divided into a lot of small counties. So that's where we'll make up a big difference. That's where we'll make up a big amount of its membership. Okay. So like I said, I'll be sending you these reports. Please feel free to analyze them and break them down on your own, build your own strategy, and you decide where it is that you want to grow. Okay, so right now we know that Ambetter currently has a lot of membership in Texas, but it wants to grow even more. So that is why in Harris County, yeah, it's going to expand a lot around Harris County. Okay, and it's also going to expand a lot in Dallas. Okay, so Dallas and Harris County are the two biggest counties right now, but it will expand a lot for 2021. Arkansas, this is a big one. We are in Arkansas. Okay, we do have license in Arkansas, and we do operate in Arkansas, and we see that Ambetter is big in Arkansas, right? Yeah, the market isn't the biggest, but they're as an option in the whole marketplace, in the whole state. So there is a big possibility, okay? I'm not telling you to concentrate here because the markets aren't the biggest, but it is available. Ambetter is available to every single person in this state. Okay, so I am gonna recommend, if you have the possibility, to grow your business in Arkansas, because Ambetter will be a choice for every single person through the marketplace in this state, right? All right, so Indiana, we are available in this state as well, Indiana. So let's look at Indiana numbers. And if there's any questions after this state, please feel free to ask, because I think we are reaching the end. Let me go ahead. All right, so Indiana, we are available in the state. We do transact business in the state, and so does Ambetter. And if you see, Ambetter does business in the whole state. So like the same thing as Arkansas. They are available to any person looking for insurance. They will be available, and they are currently available in the whole market. O sea, the whole state. They're available in the whole state right now, and they will be available in the whole state for next year. Okay, so you know, Doesn't mean that you have to spend a lot of marketing dollars to go ahead and try to acquire a client here. What it does mean that it will be available for any client in the whole state. All right. So if you look at market size, yeah, the two counties, Marion and Hamilton, yeah, right now Ambetter is currently there. But if you take a look at the whole state, Ambetter has an option in the whole state. So it is a possibility to grow your book of business there as well. Okay. We do have Nevada, but do business there, but it is, like I mentioned before, a state-run program. It doesn't have the biggest or the best numbers, or Ambetter isn't the most competitive in that state. So, you know, I don't want to elaborate too much on it. Yeah, the market size in Clark County, which is pretty much more than half of the population lives in Clark County. So I am going to say that, yeah, it does have some potential, but it is, number one, it's not the cheapest option. And number two, there's not many people that live outside of Clark County. Okay, so you're really only going to have to concentrate here if you want to go ahead and acquire a client in the state of Nevada. Does anybody have any questions? So this information is going to get sent to everybody on this call today. Kenneth was asking me, what are the costs associated with the telemarketing? And telemarketing costs are one-time setup fee of $250. That includes the first month of telemarketing. That includes 1 month included. It includes the actual phone, and it includes the programming of the phone. That's the most important. That's the most. That's the biggest cost right there. The programming just itself is around $150. And these are prices that are going by because of last year's expenses. These are last year's prices. I do not know if they will increase prices, but these are last year's prices. I just want to make that clear. So it's a one-time cost of $250, and it's a one-time at the beginning. Now it's $60 per month per line, and then if you want to go ahead and take the session, it's $50 per session, and each session is 4 hours. Okay, so that's for the telemarketing. As for commission and compensation, no one has the commission and compensation for next year, but what I can tell you is that commissions will either stay the same, and if God permits, they will go up. So that's what I have as of now. That pretty much wraps everything up for today. This is the end of the training, and this was pretty much one of the first of many trainings and meetings to come with Comfort Insurance for many new agents that joined the call today.